140 is a fantastic rhythm-based 2D platformer that's a blast to play with its simple graphics and great controls to its perfect difficulty pacing, and don't even get me started about the boss fights. This game has been critically acclaimed and has even won some awards, but it's still largely unknown, which is a shame because it's such a fantastic game. It's a very simple game, really all you do is run and jump, but the fantastic music makes it one of the best rhythm games ever. Different platforms coincide with the music so you can have platforms appear on one beat and disappear in a couple more. This simple premise is incredibly fun because the game builds on it in such a fantastic way. It adds tense sections where you have to move fast to make it, but you still have to be careful not to hit the static barriers or you'll be sent to the last checkpoint. It adds new mechanics like platforms that'll send you flying and anti-gravity sections, with each stage getting more increasingly difficult, and yet more thrilling than the last. And although it can be challenging at times, a generous respawn system keeps you from getting too angry. 140 is best, however, at the boss battles. The first is a simple yet challenging battle in which you need to shoot a flying block that shoots balls of death around the arena. It's made even more complicated because you only shoot every couple of beats, so you'll have to find the perfect opening in the death orbs to be able to shoot the block, and once you do, it splits into two smaller blocks and shoots double the death orbs. And this continues until you split them all a few more times and finally defeat the boss. The final boss is by far one of my favorite parts of 140, although it's incredibly difficult. You've got about 1 second to determine which triangle is going to hit you and aim at it in order to turn it around. Simple, right? Well, it is. That is until it starts to move which side you aim at, alternating from moving two sides clockwise and one side clockwise, complicating things much more, and lowering the time you have to find which triangle you need to deflect. But that's not even the hardest part. In the final stage of the boss, not only do the sides keep alternating, but the triangles themselves start to move as well, so you have even less time to find out which one you need to deflect. This is incredibly hard, but super rewarding when you finally defeat the boss, because you've earned your victory. After the final boss, you unlock 3 new worlds, which are the same worlds. There's a catch though. If you die once, you get sent back to the very beginning of the level. Now, I suck at games. I'm not gonna touch these levels. I tried and I failed. They're not for me, but they're a great extra challenge that was thrown in for people who can actually do things in video games, and I appreciate that. 140 is a simple, minimalistic platform with a beautiful art style and fantastic music to go along with it. It melts great platforming and precise rhythm together to create something brilliant and new. I've never experienced something like this before, and I completely love it. It's a real shame that it's not very popular, but it's available on most platforms for about $5. And for $5, you're going to struggle to find a better game. So do yourself a favor and go play this game. You won't regret it.